The ocean was quiet that night. Not peaceful, just quiet in a way that made every sailor uneasy. Somewhere in the vast darkness of the Indian Ocean, miles away from any mainland, the US-UK base at Diego Garcia stood like a lone outpost of steel and concrete, one of America's most strategic positions in the world. Misbar. And guarding it was her, Lady Admiral Rebecca Hayes. The warning, Admiral, we've got something. The voice came sharp over the combat system. Hayes didn't turn right away. She was already watching the horizon through the glass, like she felt it before the radar ever did. Say it, she replied calmly. Thermal spike detected, long-range trajectory, possible ballistic launch. The room went silent. Everyone knew what that meant. Not a drone, not a test. This was real, a ballistic missile coming from Iran. The stakes. Diego Garcia wasn't just another base. It was the kind of place that could tip the balance of a war, housing bombers, intelligence systems, and thousands of personnel. Gulf News, and it was in the crosshairs. Confirmed trajectory, Hayes ordered. Seconds felt like minutes. Confirmed, ma'am. Projected path, Diego Garcia. No panic, no shouting, just training. The clock starts. Time to impact? She asked. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. That's all they had to stop something travelling faster than sound, faster than fear itself. Hayes turned to her weapons officer. Prepare SM-3 intercept. Yes, Admiral. The crew moved like a machine, every command precise, every motion practiced. But this wasn't a drill. This was the kind of moment that decides whether history remembers you or forgets you. The enemy high above the earth, the missile tore through the atmosphere. A long-range ballistic weapon, something Iran had been working toward for years, pushing the limits of its reach. The Wall Street Journal, it wasn't just an attack, it was a message. The decision. Solution ready, the officer called. Hayes stepped forward. On the screen, 2 paths appeared. One, the enemy missile layer. The other, their interceptor. 2 lines that would meet in space, or fail to. Fire on my mark, she said. She paused just for a second. Not hesitation, calculation. Mark. Intercept. The destroyer roared to life. A missile shot into the sky, cutting through the darkness like a blade of light. The crew watched, no one breathing. Seconds passed. Then, tracking. A flash. Bright. Violent. Final. Impact confirmed. The room erupted, but Hayes didn't smile. Verify debris field. A beat. Confirmed, Admiral. Target destroyed. The second threat, but then, ma'am, we've got another signal. The room froze again. Second missile? She asked. No. Malfunction. It's breaking apart mid-flight. Hayes exhaled slowly. 2 missiles launched. 1 intercepted. 1 failed before reaching its target. The Guardian, aftermath. The ocean returned to silence, but it wasn't the same silence as before. This one carried weight. The kind you feel after you realize how close everything came to changing forever. Hayes stepped outside onto the deck. The stars were still there. Calm. Unbothered, like nothing had happened. Reflection. A young